Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
This is interesting. Irrigation, of course, is a good way to spread water to your crops, right?
Some say not so fast. A new study suggests it might be doing the opposite. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Joe Harris has more details in our top story tonight. Joe?
Rod, Megan, a UNL professor says his study suggests all that irrigation that farmers do is actually lowering the amount of rain in parts of the state. You've seen the large sprinklers on farm fields, irrigators feeding water to crops. But do they actually cause less rain in the state? Dr. Joe Siladyi is a research professor of hydrology at UNL. He recently published a study showing widespread irrigation has resulted in moisture loss in Nebraska.
The more intense the irrigation, the larger the drop in precipitation rates.
You heard that right. They're seeing less precipitation in the more heavily irrigated areas of the state. How is this possible? Dr. Siladyi believes more of the water is evaporating into the air. More evaporation cools the surface and air, making it more difficult to produce rain.
You take away moisture, water from the land, because this extra moisture that is pumped into the air will be carried away from the area by the prevailing winds, and it will create rain downwind.
More rain for Iowa, Illinois, and Indiana. He says that has long-term implications for Nebraska, like less water for crops and possibly for livestock too. Dr. Siladyi says farmers currently water their crops more than necessary, and that based on these findings, they should only use the necessary amount. Now, Dr. Siladyi stresses that it's only a suggestion to farmers and says more studies are needed to confirm his findings.